How does standard scoring affect your fantasy football strategy? Have you ever wondered how the scoring system in your fantasy football league can change the way you draft and manage your team? Standard scoring, often referred to as non-points per reception, is a popular format that awards points mainly for yardage and touchdowns. In this setup, players earn 1.4 every 10 rushing or receiving yards, 1.4 every 25 passing yards, and 6 points for each touchdown. However, no points are given for receptions themselves. This scoring format significantly impacts player value. Since receptions do not contribute to a player's score, it favors those who make big plays and score touchdowns. Running backs who gain yards primarily through rushing and wide receivers who can break free for long catches become more valuable. On the other hand, players who catch many short passes without scoring often see their value decrease. When drafting your team, you should prioritize players who can generate big yardage and touchdowns. Look for running backs and wide receivers known for their ability to break long runs or make explosive catches. These players tend to score more points in standard leagues compared to those who relying on accumulating receptions. Conversely, high-volume pass catchers who do not score often may not be as beneficial in this format. For example, possession receivers or pass-catching running backs who thrive in points per reception leagues may not provide the same value in standard scoring. Quarterbacks also play a key role in this format. They score primarily through passing yards and touchdowns. Quarterbacks who throw 4 large yardage totals and multiple touchdowns remain as valuable. However, rushing quarterbacks who can add rushing yards and touchdowns can gain an advantage. When it comes to running backs, their receiving ability is less important in standard scoring. Running backs who catch many passes do not receive extra points for receptions. Therefore, their value is more dependent on rushing production and scoring touchdowns. This means traditional workhorse backs who carry the ball frequently and find the end zone are more desirable. Tight ends also see a shift in value. In standard scoring, tight ends who score touchdowns or gain significant yardage are more valuable than those who catch many short passes without scoring. In-season management is another area where standard scoring affects strategy. When making decisions on the waiver wire or weekly lineups, focus on players with big play potential or those who are scoring touchdowns. This approach can help you maximize points throughout the season. In summary, standard scoring emphasizes explosive plays and touchdowns over reception volume. Your fantasy football strategy should reflect this by targeting players who contribute significant yardage and scoring. Understanding these differences can help you optimize your draft choices, roster construction, and weekly lineups in a standard scoring league.